Today's prayer or scripture: Keep me safe, my God, for in you I take refuge. Psalm 16 and 1. Hello, everybody. This is Patricia with Patricia's Crafting Corner. And today we're back and we're going to be doing another one of my mini Timu molds. This one today is going to be the cup of, with the face and the dish to it. I will be using my Purdue epoxy resin, excuse me, and some of my May Springs peach gold mica. They're all going to be this, well, both are going to be the same color. And I have some little vases off to the side just in case we have extras. I have the molds covered because I want to put my mica in, and I don't want it flying all over the place. I'm not going to make it a very deep dark color. I just want something that's going to be light, springy looking. And I thought that this peach gold would be that certain color that would do that for me. So now let's get this stirred. I know you didn't see that. I'm off to the side, but I've added it in, and now I'm going to mix it in. I've mixed up 10 ounces of resin. I'm not quite sure how much it's going to take because the cup itself is a little deep, and yet the tray, coaster tray that it's going to sit in, is also a little deep. So hopefully this will be just enough for both pieces. Now as I mix it in, I'm going to make sure I stir it on the sides and get all that pretty rich color in there. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love it. Love it already. But I want to mix it in really well because I don't want any of that resin to be showing or lumpy in the when I pour it, and you can see it and see the clumps. So you make sure you scrape your sides real good as you're stirring and blend it in. I know I'm going to probably whip some bubbles in there, but we're going to let it sit for just a minute more while we get prepared to pour it. I think that should do it. Now, how about that? That's nice. I like it. I have so many molds, and I still have more to come because, like I said, I wanted to get enough in to be able to create on a regular basis without having to wait so long on the deliveries to come. We're going to start with the face. Excuse the noise. And stir that real good. I just want to give it one last stir before I do pour. I see I'm out of frame just a little bit. Now getting back into frame and staying into frame is going to be the thing. I'm just going to pour it. Pour some. Stop. Maybe we may not need a full 5 ounces, but then again, we'll not know until we get there. So far, I've only used about short of 2 ounces. I hope that we don't need too much more. Make sure it's all down, worked up. I'm going to give it a little spritz of alcohol because with it being deep, any air bubbles, I want them to work their way up to the top. And then we'll commence the pouring again. Again, the same thing. I haven't had a chance to use my debubbler that Miss Wanda gave me because I don't have the room to really put it right now. I'm still working things out. We're still making some changes in the room. So hopefully soon I'll be able to use it and I won't have to go through so much of this. And again, I will give it another little squirt. Not a lot. I don't want to oversaturate it with alcohol, but I do want to get those bubbles up to the top. Okay, let's do our one last pour. This color is so beautiful. Okay, now we're at the top. I'm gonna work her around. The mold is a little distorted, but I don't think that's gonna really be a big issue because I'm using this as a planter. And I believe that's actually what it is, a planter. I called it a cup earlier. I haven't even started to buy any flowers yet. Our temperature here dropped to 37 degrees last night. Woke up with, whoa, what a frost. But good thing is I don't have to get out and go anywhere in the mornings. My poor husband and daughter and granddaughter have to get out. Now let's go on to the tray. I'm going to spray a little alcohol in there and get it down and around. And then we will pour. I hope I have enough to complete filling the tray here. We will work it in, of course. Oh yeah, I think we will have enough. It's not as deep as I thought it was actually. And get all in there because there's like a little facial print there. Now I'm not going to squirt because we just put the alcohol in at the bottom, but I do want to make sure that everything is worked in well and that all of the bottom area is covered well. And we will finish it off. Just enough. Wow. So there won't be any extra pieces made with this, which is fine by me. Oh, that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. I do have my heat mat on. I have a window open and my ceiling fan and air purifier going because definitely want to make sure the house is very well ventilated. PPE on, of course. Now I'm going to press and continue to try to bring those air bubbles up. I see some coming. I think this is going to turn out to be beautiful. Just the color itself is what I'm looking at. Not so much as just the object of it all, but the color also. Now I'm moving this into place on the heat mat. Moved it a little too roughly there. Clean that up. But I want to make sure that they both on the heat mat and in the right spots. I want to thank all of my subscribers and viewers. Thank you so much for supporting me by just watching the videos and giving the thumbs up and some of the comments that I get. I thank you so much for just doing that much for me. It's really appreciated. Now, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to give both of them one last squirt. Really light bits of alcohol around the edges there. I see little air bubbles working its way up. We don't want any air bubbles at all on this one if we can help it. Now, I'll be back when everything is cured. We'll demold these guys and go from there. So thank you for watching so far, and I'll see you as soon as everything's cured. Okay, everything is cured and we're back, and we're going to demold and see how our pieces turned out. We'll start with this one first. I've been a little concerned and hoping and praying that it wasn't too thick for the resin and it wouldn't flash cure. For some reason that came to mind, and I can't even start to tell you or think of why. Pull that one loose. Oh, it's nice, tight, snug fit there. I'm really anxious to see what it looks like because I love this color. This color says a lot. It just says spring. Now I do have some of a rough edge right at the top there, which can be taken care of with our trimmer. Get that back in shape. And now for our smaller piece. Add just a little bit more light for me. Now, I hope that's not too bright for you guys, but as I've been saying, I need glasses and they're ready for pickup, but I don't drive, so I have to wait on somebody to take me, which isn't going to be hard. All I have to do is ask. Let's see here. Once I get it started rolling, maybe. Wow. The temperature dropped and it's been kind of cool these last couple of days. And it's just right for me though. I felt a little bit of roughness there. Okay, let's do this way. And get over her nose and hold that in place. Same thing on this one as far as I can see. We're definitely and feel gonna have to do some trimming. I do see little pinhole bubbles, and that's why I was concerned with making sure, but it's on the other side of the nose. It's not very noticeable, but anybody that picks it up and examines it will definitely see it. Come on. I already have my idea for the whatever Wednesday going, and it will be posted on time. Miss Wanda did send me a link for her Facebook, but I have to go and search through my notes or get back in touch with her so I can get it and post it as she would like for us to do. Straightening the mold out is just as hard as taking the mold off. Okay, there you go. Now let's look at our pieces. I love the bottom. It's so smooth and pretty. Inside, I don't see any pits or bubbles. On the outside, pretty much the same. Oh, this turned out so well. And quite honestly, the only, well, just a few, but you can't even see it coming through. It's basically seems like the swirls of the resin and everything, but right here underneath you can feel the little pits. The lips are smooth. Well, on this side just a few little pits. Yeah, that's great. I love that. I would call this a winner winner. Now let's see with our bowl. Oh, that is cute. That is so cute. Look at that. I don't see any pits. I don't see any air bubbles. This turned out beautifully. So with that one little negative, now right here on top, on the bottom piece, you may see, 1 second please. Sorry about the interruption. I was expecting a call, but that was not it. So we continue on. As I was saying, just a few little teeny pits, but you can't really tell. I don't even feel it in the, it just looks a little pitted, but when you run my finger over there, it's nice and smooth. And that's it. So I will trim, sorry, carefully around that edge because I don't want to scratch it up. Unfortunately, I did just kind of scratch it, but I'll see if I can, if I would be able to get that out. And on this side, let me see, try going this way with it. No. Yeah, that's pretty smooth in itself. It still feels just a little rough right here. Looks like a heck of a lot, but it is actually a lot better. I'll go over it with my emery board, do a little bit more, make it better, because I definitely don't want anyone to be hurt because of the sharp edges here. Now, so much better. Now let's see this bottom edge. It's coming off nice and smoothly. Yeah, that's good. Didn't take away too much, but it could be smoothed out just a little bit. Oh yeah, feels much better. I'll fix that up with a little UV resin. But actually, I have this small bottle, and it's called a resin varnish. And I'm wondering if I try that, with that help. Don't know. I'll have to experiment with it. Never used it. I bought it on Temu, and I thought it would be something that would be helpful. Yeah, that looks better. Smoother. So much better. Now, this is what we look like. It's almost like they're kissing. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what it looks like. That is so cute. The nose and the face is match. That's awesome. I like to know who thought of that. Now, this is awfully smooth and silky. I don't know what I could do to actually, to embellish it. But I think it does need something to make it stand out a little bit. I'm going to think about it. And if I come up with something, I'll do it, and then I'll come back and show it to you. And then we'll conclude our video. So I'll see you in a few seconds or so after I've found what I can to help bring it out. This is our finished product. Take a look at her. What do you think? I went around the eye and right up over the eyebrow and down the side of the nose, and just in one half, the lips. And then I went back over and added a few little rhinestones that I had to finish her off. I went around the top edge in a gold paint pen. And for our tray, I did the same thing. Highlighted it and did the eye and not the lip. So this is our finished piece. I hope you liked today's piece of work. I don't know what to call it exactly, but this is the mold, and I really like doing the mold. I think I could do so many other things with it, and as far as creating looks for it, but I was a little skeptical about this, and that's one reason why I didn't do it on camera. I wanted to see what it looked like before I presented it. So with that, I hope you liked, and I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, and possibly subscribe. Be a member. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.